Power, mystery, and a reveal no one saw coming. Reacher Season 4 is not just returning, it's stepping into a new era. Fans around the world have been waiting for the next big twist in the story, but the surprise doesn't come from the plot this time. It comes from the cast. And trust me, this reveal changes everything. The world of Reacher has always been about more than just action. Sure, we get bone-crunching fights, explosive confrontations, and that signature quiet intensity from Jack Reacher. But the reason audiences keep coming back is simple. The show never stops raising the stakes. With each season, the writers, producers, and cast take what fans love and push it even further. Season 1 introduced us to a towering presence in Alan Ritchson, who redefined what it meant to play Jack Reacher. Season 2 showed us that the success wasn't a fluke, it was a phenomenon. And Season 3? It proved that Reacher has secured its place among the top streaming action dramas of the decade. But now, as we step into 2025, Season 4 isn't just another chapter. It feels like a turning point. The announcement of the cast has lit up social media feeds, sparked endless fan theories, and even pulled in viewers who hadn't given the show a chance before. That's the power of a reveal done right. The return of Alan Ritchson as the unstoppable Jack Reacher was expected, because let's face it, there's no Reacher without him. But what no one saw coming was the addition of one of Hollywood's most magnetic stars, Ana de Armas. Think about it. This is an actress who has carved her place in the action thriller world. From her standout role in No Time to Die to her intense performance in The Gray Man, she's proven she can fight, act, and command the screen with the same level of energy and precision as any leading man. Now, picture her stepping into the rugged, dangerous world of Reacher. The possibilities are endless, and fans are already imagining what kind of character she might play. Will she be an ally to Reacher? A rival who can match his strength and intelligence? Or something even more unexpected, a figure from Reacher's complicated past who forces him into choices he's never faced before? This casting decision isn't just about adding another big name. It's about expanding the universe of the show. Reacher has always been built on strong characters, men and women who bring depth to the action. But Ana de Armas offers something rare, a balance of elegance and ferocity that can completely shift the tone of a story. With her in the mix, the writers have the chance to explore new directions, from tense partnerships to explosive rivalries, all while keeping that gritty realism that fans demand. And then there's the chemistry factor. On-screen dynamics are just as important as fight choreography or plot twists. Alan Ritchson brings a grounded intensity, a quiet storm that feels dangerous even when he says nothing at all. Ana de Armas, on the other hand, carries a spark. She brings energy, unpredictability, and sharp intelligence to every role she plays. Put those two together, and you've got lightning in a bottle. The kind of pairing that not only grabs attention, but keeps people glued to their screens, episode after episode. It's also important to understand why this reveal matters on a bigger scale. Reacher is part of a growing wave of shows proving that streaming platforms can deliver blockbuster-level entertainment without the cinema screen. By pulling in actors like Ana de Armas, the series shows it's ready to compete with the very best. It's not just a TV show anymore, it's a cultural event. Season 4 is shaping up to be the moment where Reacher cements its place as not only an adaptation of Lee Child's beloved novels, but as a global action franchise in its own right. So here's the truth. This cast reveal is not just news, it's a statement. Alan Ritchson is back, stronger than ever. Ana de Armas has joined, adding a new layer of mystery and excitement. And together, they are about to reshape everything we thought we knew about Reacher. When you talk about television that changed the way audiences see action dramas, Reacher always makes the list. It's not just another adaptation, not just another show that took a popular book series and turned it into episodic content. What makes Reacher stand out is its faithfulness to the heart of Lee Child's novels, combined with a modern storytelling style that grips viewers from the first punch to the last word. That's the legacy the series has been building since day one. Let's rewind for a moment. The character of Jack Reacher has always been larger than life, literally and figuratively. In the novels, he's described as a towering figure, a man who walks into a town with nothing but his wits, his strength, and an unwavering moral code. He doesn't seek trouble, but trouble finds him. And when it does, he deals with it in a way only Reacher can direct, relentless and unshakably fair. Translating that kind of character to screen was no easy task. Fans were protective of the books, and many had their doubts after past attempts to bring Reacher to life fell short of expectations. Then came Alan Ritchson. When Season 1 dropped, audiences saw a Reacher who looked, acted, and felt like the Reacher they'd imagined while flipping through the novels. It wasn't just about his size or presence, it was about the stillness in his performance, the way he could let silence do the talking, and the sudden, shocking bursts of violence that reminded everyone this was not a man you wanted to underestimate. Ritchson didn't just play Jack Reacher, he became him. That casting decision alone turned the tide for the series. Critics who had once dismissed Reacher adaptations were suddenly calling it one of the most authentic and addictive action shows on streaming. Viewers binged episodes in one sitting, not because they were filled with mindless action, but because every punch, every stare, every line carried weight. Season 1 gave us the foundation. Season 2 showed us Reacher wasn't going anywhere. And by the time Season 3 landed, the character had cemented himself as one of the most compelling action heroes of modern television. But here's the real impact. Reacher didn't just please longtime fans of Lee Child, it created a new wave of followers who had never read the books before. People discovered the novels because they fell in love with the show. That's when you know a series has crossed over into something bigger than entertainment. It becomes part of the culture, drawing audiences into the world of the source material while also standing on its own as a powerhouse of storytelling. Why does this matter as we head into Season 4? Because the foundation is stronger than ever. Alan Ritchson has already proven himself, not just to fans but to Hollywood as a whole. He's not only the face of the franchise, he's the force that drives it. The audience trusts him as Jack Reacher, and that trust is powerful. It means the creators can now push the boundaries of the story, experiment with new characters, and expand the universe without fear of losing what made the show special in the first place. And let's not overlook the ripple effect. The success of Reacher has shown other studios that action dramas don't need to water down their stories to appeal to a broad audience. People crave authenticity. They want a hero who doesn't wear a cape but still feels unstoppable. They want plots that balance gritty realism with jaw-dropping set pieces. And they want actors who don't just play characters but embody them. This is where the casting of Ana de Armas becomes such a masterstroke. Adding her into a show that already has a legacy of staying true to its roots tells us something important. The creators are not afraid to evolve. They know that for a legacy to last, it can't just stay in one place. It has to grow. And with Reacher's impact already undeniable, Season 4 is perfectly positioned to take that next step, making the series bigger, bolder, and even more unforgettable. So when people talk about Reacher's legacy, they're not just talking about a TV show. They're talking about a series that proved adaptations can honor their source, that streaming platforms can deliver movie-level action, and that audiences still care about heroes who live by a code. Jack Reacher has already left his mark. The only question now is how far that mark will stretch as Season 4 begins to unfold. The moment fans had been waiting for finally arrived. Social media feeds lit up like wildfire, headlines flooded entertainment sites, and whispers turned into roars. Reacher Season 4 had officially revealed its cast. And while one name was certain, the other left everyone stunned. Alan Ritchson's return as Jack Reacher was never really in doubt. He is the spine of the show, the immovable force around which the entire story bends. With his towering frame, quiet intensity, and razor-sharp presence, Ritchson has become synonymous with the character. To imagine Reacher without him would be like imagining Gotham without Batman. Fans celebrated his confirmed return, but deep down they expected it. After all, without Ritchson, there is no Reacher. But then came the surprise that sent shockwaves through the fanbase. Ana de Armas had joined the cast, for many. This announcement felt like the beginning of a new era. Ana is not just another addition to the cast. She's a powerhouse in her own right. Over the past few years, she has built a reputation as one of the most versatile and magnetic actors in Hollywood. Her breakout performance in Blade Runner 2049 proved she could command attention with subtlety and emotional depth. No Time to Die showcased her physical agility and ability to steal scenes in a high-octane action world. And The Gray Man cemented her as a modern action star who can balance grace with grit. Now, imagine that energy colliding with the raw physical power of Alan Ritchson. That's the chemistry season 4 is promising. The question isn't whether Ana de Armas will make an impact, it's how big that impact will be. Speculation is running wild. Some believe she will be introduced as a formidable ally, someone who brings intelligence and skill to complement Reacher's brute force. Others are convinced she could be a rival, a dangerous opponent who forces Reacher to rethink his strategies and face challenges he's never encountered before. And then there are whispers of something more complicated. Could she be a figure from Reacher's mysterious past? Someone who knows secrets he'd rather keep buried? The brilliance of this casting lies in its ambiguity. Ana de Armas is capable of playing roles that are layered, unpredictable, and complex. She could be friend or foe, or even both at the same time. That uncertainty alone has fans buzzing, dissecting every piece of information, and spinning theories about what Season 4 will bring. But Ana isn't the only name stirring excitement. Behind the headlines, there are hints of other additions to the ensemble characters who may be drawn from Lee Child's novels or entirely original creations, designed to expand the show's universe. Supporting characters in Reacher have always been more than background. They bring depth, humor, and tension that enrich the central narrative. If Ana de Armas is the spotlight announcement, these supporting roles will be the hidden gems that elevate the season even further. And let's not forget the dynamic between Ritchson and Ana. This pairing isn't just about two big names sharing the screen. It's about contrast. Reacher is stoic, disciplined, and methodical. Ana, with her range and unpredictability, brings fire, wit, and sharp edges. Together they create a balance that feels explosive. It's the kind of screen chemistry that can define an entire season, keeping viewers on edge because every interaction holds the potential for alliance or betrayal. The cast reveal also signals something deeper about the direction of the show. By adding Ana de Armas, the creators are sending a message. Reacher is not content to stay the same. It's growing, evolving, and reaching for a global audience. This isn't just casting for the sake of publicity. It's casting with purpose to bring fresh energy, new dynamics, and unexpected twists to keep the story alive. So here we are, Alan Ritchson, the face of Reacher, returning to anchor the show. Ana de Armas, the surprise addition who could flip the narrative upside down, and a supporting cast that promises to make Season 4 bigger, bolder, and sharper than anything we've seen before. This isn't just a cast reveal, it's a promise of reinvention. The message is clear, the game has changed. And with this cast, Reacher Season 4 isn't just another chapter. It's the beginning of something extraordinary. The dust has settled. The cast is revealed, and now fans are left with one burning thought. What happens next? Season 4 of Reacher isn't just a continuation of a beloved series, it's the launch of a new chapter that feels bigger, sharper, and more daring than anything that came before. With Alan Ritchson returning as the unshakable Jack Reacher and Ana de Armas stepping into the spotlight, the future of the show has never looked more electrifying. But let's pause for a moment and think about what this means for you, the audience. For 3 seasons, Reacher has given fans what they crave: gritty stories, brutal justice, and a lead character who doesn't bend for anyone. Season 4 promises all of that and more. The stakes are higher, the mysteries are deeper, and the characters are more complex than ever before. With Ana de Armas added to the mix, the storytelling possibilities explode. Every glance, every line of dialogue, every confrontation could hold secrets that change the course of the story. That's the kind of tension that keeps viewers glued to their screens. This is not just about action, though. It's about evolution. Reacher has already built a reputation as one of the most faithful and thrilling adaptations of Lee Child's novels. Now it's stepping beyond adaptation into full franchise territory. With stars like Ritchson and Ana on board, the show is clearly positioning itself as more than episodic entertainment. It's aiming to be a cultural event. That's why the Season 4 reveal matters. It signals ambition. It tells us the creators aren't settling for good enough. They're chasing greatness. And here's where the hype turns personal. As a fan, you're not just watching a story unfold, you're part of it. The theories you post online, the discussions you have with friends, the debates about whether Ana will play an ally, a rival, or something far more complicated, those conversations keep the energy alive between seasons. The creators know this. They know the passion of the fan base is part of what makes Reacher unstoppable. That's why this cast reveal wasn't dropped quietly. It was delivered like a bombshell, designed to spark excitement and conversation around the world. So, what can you expect when Season 4 finally lands? Expect fight scenes that are more brutal, more grounded, and more cinematic than ever. Expect plot twists that don't just surprise you, but challenge what you thought you knew about Reacher's world. Expect Ana de Armas to bring a fire that changes the rhythm of the show, forcing Jack Reacher into situations that test not only his strength but his heart and his code. And above all, expect a season that refuses to play it safe. The chemistry between Alan Ritchson and Ana de Armas is already one of the most talked about aspects of this reveal. Fans are imagining explosive partnerships, tense standoffs, even unexpected romance. And that's the beauty of it. We don't know yet. The mystery is the hook. Season 4 is not giving everything away. It's handing us just enough to keep us restless, eager, and counting the days until release. Now, the question is, where do you stand? What role do you think Ana will play? Will she be the ally that Reacher needs most? The rival who finally pushes him to his limits? Or the wildcard who keeps everyone guessing? Your voice matters here. Share your theories, your hopes, and your dream scenarios. Because Reacher Season 4 isn't just something you watch, it's something you experience as part of a global community of fans. And so we close with this. The stage is set. Alan Ritchson returns as the Reacher we know and love. Ana de Armas joins to shake up the story in ways we can only imagine. The legacy of Lee Child's novels lives on, but the show is carving out its own future. Season 4 is not just another season, it's a turning point. And when it finally drops, one thing is certain. Nothing in Reacher's world will ever be the same again. So stay ready, stay excited, and most importantly, stay watching. Because the game has changed, and Reacher Season 4 is about to prove it.